Welcome, Nini here. It is going to be one of my first Halloween looks of the season. Today I'll be turning myself into a modern day Lilly Munster. For the makeup, I'm gonna keep it inspired by Lilly Munster in color. First things first, I'm going to conceal my brows with some Elmer's glue. I just apply this all within my brow. Really scrub it in there because we're trying to get these as flat as possible. Now I'm just taking a clean spoolie and I'm going to press these hairs as close to my skin as I can while keeping it smooth. This is what they look like laid down flat. Now I'm going to go in with skin color. So for skin tone, I'm going to be using this Banai cream color in Clown White and this color wheel from Kryolan. I'll be scraping some Clown White. I'll be dipping into the green and the blue. I kind of want to make her skin tone on the turquoise blue side. Just going to mix these together. For the foundation to glide on smoothly, I'll be using Milani's Cherry Radiance drops. And this is just gonna help the cream makeup blend very evenly. And fluffy brush and stippling it onto my palette. Applying quite evenly and not so thick. If you put a little drop of oil onto your face, it really helps it blend out quite nicely. Face is covered. I will now be doing my neck and my décolleté. And I did apply the Radiance drops as well, so this is going to apply quite easy onto the skin without having to tug and pull so much. Back in with the blue and the green shade. Alright, so here is my contour shade. And with this, I'm going to try to give myself some very high cheekbones. So I'm going to start right around my temple, just a little lower, and I'm just going to go in and stipple this up to about where my eye rests and just push it up nice and structured. Give myself a sharper jawline. So I'm going to bring it down a little bit. I'll also contour my nose, so I'm going to just go as close as I can to the highest point and go straight down. I'm going to cut pretty high on the bulb of my nose. Connect it to my brow area. Now for highlight, I mixed the same shades, just adding a bit more white. We're going to make our features pop, so I'm going to lightly tap just a teeny bit onto the very highest point of my face, a little above where we just placed the contour. Make our face look very sharp and chiseled. Very bridge of my nose. Add on center of my forehead. I do have quite a small forehead, so I'm going to take my highlight a little more out and onto a little bit on the chin, onto the nose, lightly pushing in this color. Get up onto my brow bone, just slightly halfway. Now that we got our base all set, I'll be using Milani's cream blush in You're a Peach. Just gonna use my two fingers and I'm gonna lightly go in and warm it up. Also rub it in between my fingers like this. Above where we place the contour, I'm just gonna tap it in slightly. So this is gonna marry right in between the highlight and the contour. Very lightly pressing it into the skin. To set our face, I'll be using this plain white translucent powder from Mehron. Take a very fluffy brush and load it up. Press it very lightly. We don't want to move any of that cream that we laid down. I want to intensify my highlight and shadow, and with that, I'll be using this Kvdbeauty matte palette. Inside looks like, and I'll be using a mixture of these shades here. Do contour Wicked and Enchanted. In the same area where I placed the cream makeup, I'm just going to intensify it just slightly, pushing it up. And on the temple, under my lip, on the edge of my nose. I'm just gonna squeeze my brush and line this up to my brow. And I'm bringing it down as well. I'll be taking
Fane and Wicked. I couldn't pronounce Fane.
these two. I'm just grabbing an even amount of both and placing it on the highest part of the face. Also again wrapping it around the eye area. Center of my forehead. Top part of the nose. For Cupid's bow. Center of the chin. Bone. Blush, I'll be taking Haus Labs Head Rush. And this one is in the shade Rockin' Rose and All Night. Some slight taps into Rockin' Rose. Lightly hit my cheek and pull it back. I want a little bit of the pink blush on my nose. All Night. Really glaze it over the Rockin' Rose shade. And this is going to give us a nice glow to our blush. I'll be taking Blackmoon Cosmetics Moonlighter in the shade Jellyfish. And it's a beautiful blue highlight shade. Do pressing motions to not disrupt any of the cream makeup. On my nose bridge, Cupid's bow, center of chin, collarbone. For brows, I'll be using Haus Labs Identify Eyeliner in Punk. I'm just gonna hit straight onto here. Her eyebrows are also extremely arched, so I'm gonna follow similar to mine, but I'm gonna take this out and up, just like so. Now that I got the desired shape, I'll be going in with Kvdbeauty Super Brow Pomade. So I'm gonna start off by filling in whatever we didn't get with the pencil and creating more precision. I'm gonna make hair strokes as well. Same cream shade that we used for the skin tone, and clean up the brows. Now that the brows are done, I'm gonna set my brow bone, tapping motions, set my whole eye area. Eyes, I'll be using Blackmoon's Urban Myth palette, and the shades I'm going to be using is Crop Circles and Loch Ness. Dip evenly into both, pulling it out so it lifts our eye. Same shades, I'm also going to take it underneath my eye. Really, I'm gonna buff this all in here. Still going outwards. You could see this is pulling our face. Now I'm just going to introduce a little bit of black shadow to the same shades. Define this crease. Pull it out. Back with this super fluffy brush and pulling it out. Taking Bermuda Triangle, tap it onto the lid, give it more of a circular appearance. I'll be focusing this only on the first half. With a little bit of Area 51, tap it gently onto the first half of my eyelid. This way it appears more sparkly, touches light more. For the waterline, I'll be taking Pacifica's pastel liner. Putting this right in here, and this is definitely gonna tie the eyes together with the face. I'll be using Haus Labs liquid eyeliner Punk. So with this, I'm gonna literally bring it from the inside of my eye Now again, this eyeliner is going to be very thick. And I'm going to bring it pretty high out. Up and out. I'm going to cut it a little higher than I normally would. Just so it really is going to pull and lift the eye. I'll intensify it later. Same liner, I'm going to bring it all the way down to the inner corner, creating a triangle, and just fill it in. I'm going to follow my lash line. For mascara, I'm going to use Pacifica's Vegan Collagen Mascara. And applying it to the lower lashes as well. For lashes, I'll be using Blackmoon Cosmetics in Aries. Pop these on. I'm going to try to keep them more towards the center of my eye so we could still see the wing effect we created. For lips, I'll be using Kvdbeauty's A Go-Go. I'll be going over the lips with Milani's Ludicrous lip gloss and Love Bite. Now that I finished my makeup, time to put my wig on. And for this, I'm just going to braid my hair and stick it in a wig cap.
Make sure you stick any stray hairs away so it looks more believable. And then I just stick my braid into the wig cap. Try to make sure you get it as smooth as possible without any bumps. You want to place the wig upside down over your head. Then pull the wig in any direction that you need so it sits right on the head.
Now to get the white stripe in her hair, I'm taking white face paint on a spoolie. I'm going to comb this into the sections that I want white. And now I'm just filling in the outline.
And that's it.
So here's the completed look. This is my modern day version of Lilly Munster. Let me know what you would like to see next, and all the product information and details will be listed down below. Take care, bye.